Welcome. I'm the teacher. This is part two of me speaking about the pattern of two and us. I have changed the board some. I think I took that pattern thing, pattern of two down, and I took the us off. I added the code of one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Got to break that down, which equals 45, which equals 9. The pattern of 2 is still up here. I added the 44, the breakdown over here, the 20 on for that side, the 24. I got the one in the center. I got 10, 21 equal 3. Got 25 equals 7. I even circled the sevens. Now, just so you know, there is much more to the pattern of 2. Even when I finish this, there is more. I don't know if I'm going to make a part 3, but depends on how I feel when I get done with this one. If I leave it at that and just make it an assignment. Because there's always much more to pull when you are dealing with the whole number. Now, once again, the significance of the pattern of 2, or the significance of it, is because this is us that I'm talking about. This is the male and female coming together. This is the reasoning of all scriptures for man created in the image of the one to eventually fulfill that. We have gone through our trials. We have dealt with the 3, the 6, and the 9, the keys. We have the patterns of life. It's all about us coming into full understanding. We cannot do that unless the male and the female become one. When we realize there's no greater than or less than. Both is 180 degrees. By coming together is what makes us 360. If you think you're going to become 360 on your own, good luck to that. Ain't no 360 and 360 coming together like that. The offspring has to be. Now, I'm only speaking in the understanding, in the original thought. The original thought and the coming of the Son of Man. Like the door opening. This is how the keys are open. This is how the 7 seal. It speaks in Revelation. The Son of Man, come quickly. The one that leads you to all truth. You have to know the math. You have to be in sync with your original language to understand that. Male and female. The 2 forms of life, the 0 and 1, are in perfect harmony with the universe. That's what the 7 stands for. So 2 and 7 has the exact same pattern. If you have done your homework, you will see what I mean by that. 2 and 7 has the exact same pattern when you are dealing with the patterns of life. Every number has its own unique equation. So what you see on the board is the equation of 2. But the equation of us is the deepest equation there is. Because we are in that image. And if you work the lessons, if you work number 2, and you see how significant and why we as a Scientists, modern day scientists like to say that we're not important. But us, the universal being, the one is in the form of what we call human beings. We are significant in life. We open the door for all life. Those of you who believe in aliens, etc., etc., etc. In the universe, there's no such thing. Because everything in the universe is a part of you. So somebody say, do you believe in aliens? I always say no. And if they don't ask why or whatever, that's fine with me. But how is anything alien that is living in my universe? Because everything is in the universe is connected to me. And if you have the supreme understanding, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Nothing comes into the universe without our permission. Period. Period. And if you in my universe, how are you an alien? You don't think I'm not aware of your pattern? The mathematics is all about harmony. And when somebody has this frequency of self-intent, you can feel it and it can make you uncomfortable at times. But when somebody has a frequency of what I want for my brother, what I want for myself, etc., you get more of a harmony. So as you watch the videos and as you study the math, you are creating a harmony within yourself. The only way you get geometry is by vibration, frequency, and sound. You're not gonna get a pattern when you're static. You have to vibrate to make a shape. What I'm saying is that if you want harmony, if you want freedom and justice and equality, your original language gets you there. You can look at the external world, but do not let the external world define you, because it's past tense. Them thoughts, everything you see has already been thought of. That's how you're able to see it. Now, when the Holy Quran says believe in the unseen, he's telling you to believe in that original thought. Because your thoughts, just because your thoughts have not become manifest yet, doesn't mean they are not true. So I know what the math is going to do. For instance, if I keep coming up with these patterns, if I keep working the whole numbers, the patterns are going to keep coming up. This is going to keep coming up. I know that. So you can say that's walking by faith. Yeah, because I know. I know. The more you witness it, the greater your faith, because you know. The math can tell. And then you can step back and prove it. So there's no reason for you and I to debate on anything that I have on the board, simply because the math equals out. I mean, what you going to argue with me about? Either you accept it or you don't. Either you do or you don't. There is no third option. Either you do or you don't. It's just as simple as that. Either you can embrace the truth or you don't. So I'm going to go over these right quick here. So this is the code. Equals 45. You break the 45 down, that's 9. If you add the 4 numbers to the left side of the 0, they equal 20. 2, 6, 12, 20. You add the numbers up to the right side of the 1, they equal 20, 24. 8, 15, 9, 24. You break that down, you know that's 6. You break that down, of course, 20 is 2. So that's us, complete yet incomplete, right? You count to 1 on the left side on over, you get 21. 21, you break 21 down, you get 3. You add the 1 to the 24, complete yet incomplete, you get 7. You bring these together, you get 10. That is 10. And as I mentioned before, 10 is when you are pronounced. It's when you saying be, or you saying I am that I am. Meaning you tenfold. You have incorporated all the numbers that there is. You are in a completed state, and now you can make your announcement, and you can bring in your universe, your offspring, etc., etc., etc. So, also, I want to point out here, 21, 25 equals 46. You break that down, once again, that's 10, and you get to 1. Beautiful. If you take the 20 and the 24, you get 44. Meaning, when you're doing the duality, like 11, that's 1. 22, that's 2. 33, that's 3. 44 is 4, which I have here. That is the 4th step. Now we know what the number 4 means. It brings on balance, the 4th step of the duality. So 4 is very significant when you are dealing with the whole process of the completion of us. Remember that. The 4, 1, 9, and 7 is the keys, not the 3, 6, and 9. I'm not saying they're the keys like the 3, 6, and 9 is. But 1, 4, 9, and 7, meaning the 1, balance, completion, universe. That is what us is all about. Okay? Now, another thing, believing in the unseen. The pattern starts at 1, but you know the 1 came out of something. And that's why the so-called even numbers are unseen, because the pattern starts here. But as I said in the first one, part 1, the duality starts at 2 with the number 2 here. It is important to understand the 7 and the 7. And then the pattern starts again. Because the male have to realize that they are a universal being. And the female have to realize that they are a universal being. When they realize that they are a universal being, and if you look at 7 plus 7, you're going to get 14. And when you break down 14, you get the number 5. And that's why the 1 is in the center. Because it's the just. 4 on this side, 4 on that side. He is the just. He brings them together. For instance, as the motion starts this way, he brings the 2 here. He brings the 4 here. Brings the 6 here. And brings the 8 here. And then you got your completed state, and so on and so on and so on. The draw is clockwise, and it just falls into place. When they come together, boom, 10. The universe is, they can pronounce themselves at the universe, male and female coming together as what? One. When you break down 10, it's one. We are tenfold. The number system is tenfold. You know when the 1 and 0 is together, at the 10. In creation, there are 3 tens. I would talk about that one day, but right now, just want you to focus on 2. So when you see the 7, 7, and then the 9, that means the male and the female are aware that they are universal beings, meaning the individuality is over. They truly understand that they are an equation. They truly understand that they are not born to be individuals. They get the fullness of life when they come together as one. So you got 180 degrees and 180 degrees coming up to the 360. The problem in this society, the problem in the social and the cultural dynamics of the so-called outer world is because male and female are not one. And the offsprings that they produce are out of balance. The disarray, chaos. We're not creating harmony because we're not on the right frequency. We are not just to one another because we don't understand the patterns. We don't know how to secure anything because we don't have the keys. We don't understand the 3, the 6, and the 9. We don't even know what our patterns are. Now, I'm going to say this. Your assignment is to come up with the understanding of the patterns, to know how to get each pattern. Every number has to go to the 1 to get their pattern. So the number 2, just like I did it here. I just times 2 by the code. 2 times 1, 2 times 2, 2 times 3, 2 times 4, 2 times 5, 2 times 6, 2 times 7. That's it. If you want, do each number. Do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Do all of the patterns. So you can see where each number has its own distinct pattern. I'm not talking about the patterns of life. I'm talking about the equation of 2. That's what you're looking at. This is the equation of 2. Okay? This is just so, this is so beautiful to me. So, when you do write them out, write them in sync, write them neatly. You're going to have 9 rows. Study it. And identify the patterns that you see. You will see the importance of 2. I give you that clue. The importance of 2 is in that pattern. It'll jump out at you with understanding. And I'm going to let you know something else. There is more. Okay? There is more. Whoever jumps in and works the lessons, you'll be able to get more out of each video that I have out there. Like I'm saying, I'm only showing the basic concept. I'm showing the basic fundamental concept of the original thought. The reason why I'm using the word original thought, because for those who are within the understanding, we were given a wake-up message. And on our wake-up message, what are very nearly correct lessons, we confound the world. The greatest messenger that ever has been gave us the lessons, and those who study can confound the world. You can't touch the wisdom of the 5%. There's always 5%. There's always 10%. And then there's the 85%. The 5%. So now, all I'm showing you is the original thought. This is no secret. But I'm just putting it on display. Why? Because the Savior is born. We are living in the time of the Son of Man. It's making all things new. Period. Ain't nothing you can do about it. And matter of fact, it's already done. The motion is in place. I mean, what you gonna read your books? You think that we're gonna just be sitting around stupid forever? This is us. We are in the image of the One. We are in the image of the One. There's none like us. I'm not saying that we are superior, because when you have the understanding, you're only going to be humble, but you'll be able to see and you'll be able to feel. And some people will just make you sometimes uncomfortable, but you will just listen and observe. The motion, the truth doesn't sit still. And eventually, noise, and when the harmony comes, the noise dissipates. It never was a true sound. It never was harmony. And when you start playing that harmony, even the noise gets in sync. The devil and Satan can only rule you when you don't know. When you know, what can they do? So when the woman has that understanding, when the man has that understanding, and they come together, their offspring, Satan ain't gonna have nothing to do with him. I mean, what are you gonna do to the truth? You think Satan is gonna sit up here and break down mathematics to you? He's gonna tell you about your pattern, the pattern of two, who's gonna write the codes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 4, 8, 3, 7, 2, 6, 1, 5, 9, 7, 5, 3, 1, 8, 6, 4, 2, 9? You think he's gonna show you that? You think he's gonna break down the codes to you? Look at it here. You got 1, you got 4, you got 9, you got 7. You got 1, you got 4, you got 7, you got 9. You got the code. You got the substance of the code right there. And when you see, it is the one that leads the two. And if you work this, you will see exactly what I'm talking about. That everything that God set in motion, it was to bring your offspring into reality. the Son of Man. Like Jesus said, there's many things I can tell you, but you can't bear them now. But when he comes, the Spirit of truth, he will lead you to all truth. He can't do nothing else, because that's all he knows. The Son of Man, he ain't going to know foolishness. He's not going to know Satan. Satan is nowhere in the math. Period. You have come to your complete state. The original thought set this in motion, and the Son of Man is on the way. Look at it. 19 times 19, 361. You think that's a coincidence? After 360, the complete circle of life, 361 is the 10th, and 19, the number of the Son of Man, is the first begotten of the dead. He was the one who they said that he was slain, looked like he was slain. But he comes out like a little lamb, a little humble lamb. He breaks down the seventh seal. He brings the beast to his knees so he can bow. He has his 144 with him. Those 12 times 12 equals 144, because they have an understanding because they got the Son of Man written on their forehead. They understand about their father, the oneness of their mother and father, the 144, 12, the universal being. They know they're universal. He brings them. They are with him because they have full understanding. They don't have Satan on their forehead. They are 144 strong. Those are soldiers. Those are warriors in the name of truth. They ain't coming to play around with Satan. So when you come together, male and female, it's the key. There's always a problem with male and female. Got our ego. Man has his ego. I got to dominate. Why you got to dominate that woman for? If you are in sync with the one, she can't do anything but fall in place. If she has understanding of the one and she sees you are working toward that one, she'll fall in place. She's zero. She's the womb. Everything comes out of the zero. She will make all things new. Problem 13. What is the first thing they say? Not the first thing. But what does problem 13 mention? Who knows all about you? She knows all about you. She knows all about you. 13 is 4. 13 is 4. 13 is balance. You can't have balance without your woman. If you want to walk around 180 degrees, you go ahead. That's all you want to be? Fine. But you ain't stopping the Son of Man from coming. Son of Man is going to bring on the original woman with the original man. And all this madness is done. Nobody has to be unsheltered. We can all be working together. And the only reason we don't is because we don't love each other unconditionally. We have accepted our so-called social and cultural dynamics and put the external world before the one. You can't even being true and honest in the external world. Good luck. You see what that's going to get you. The higher you go up in the external world, the more filth and indecency you're going to see. You think your living conditions are bad, or not so clean and so forth. You don't want to deal with the external world. We don't need to be super rich to change the condition of man. All we need to do is love each other unconditionally. That's what math is. Math is unconditional love. You got to see that. You got to see the beauty in you. You are a never-ending pattern. You have unlimited life. You're physically, your body will return to the earth, but life will continue. There's no reason for us to fear. We should love the truth enough to want to bring it into fruition. These are the days of the Son of Man. The truth is here. The keys, the 3, 6, and 9 is being revealed. Those with understanding can take these 3 patterns, can take the cycles of life, can break this stuff down and run. It is so much, so many brothers and sisters are 100 times more gifted than me. I'm just a teacher. I have been blessed to observe greatness. I have been blessed to observe great men, great women. I was raised by 2 great men. One to whom I admire and taught me everything I know. I'll be a walking fool if I didn't have him. I thank Allah. I thank the One. And once again, study your pattern. This is your pattern. This is us. There is so much more. And I'm already went over again. There is so much more in this. Study it. Your lesson. Know and write down. Put it on paper. Study each number. Has a pattern. Times it just like each number, as I've done too. You do each number. Do it exactly like that, because all of us get our pattern from the One, because that is your original position. You understand? The original thought. And see what you will see. Every pattern, everything that lines up is how you create the frequency, how you create the harmony, and you will see, and you use this in your life. You use it. Use your math. Use your mathematical theology. Use it. Uplift your mind and come into the One. Come into the unconditional love of the One. And on that note, 1 times 1 times 1 times 1 times 1 times 1 equals 1. Thank you for listening.